Eze Talk Sports. Today we're talking football and we're doing a final Premier League predictions. At the time of recording this, it's 12:30 before the game tonight, City versus Burnley. And as I'm sure you all know, Caicedo has rejected Liverpool. You know, that transfer saga was absolutely crazy. So I thought I'm going to leave it as late as possible so I can do a best possible prediction before the season starts. So in this video, we're going to do top four and we're going to do the cup winners and then we'll even do top goal scorer and player of the year. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Actually, we're going to do top six. So in sixth place, I think we have Newcastle. I think Newcastle, they've made some decent signings, but I just think the teams around them have improved a lot more. Fifth place, we've got Chelsea. And I think Chelsea, obviously, with Caicedo, you know, that's a very good sign. But I think they've just got too many players, a new manager, they need to gel in. And I think the season after, they could have a very good season. But yeah, fourth place, we've actually got Arsenal. And I think Arsenal, Declan Rice, good player, 105 million. Bit of an overpayment, but you know, they've improved the squad during Timber for less than 50 million. I think that's an absolutely amazing signing. And then Kai Havertz, I think that's a bit of a waste of money. I think they could have used that to strengthen on a better striker, because even when Jesus is fit, sometimes he just underperform. You know, you want a striker that's going to get you 15, 20 goals ideally, and Jesus is not really that. He's like a 12, 13 type of striker. But yeah, Arsenal are in fourth, which I think is a bit of a underperforming. Like, I think a lot of Arsenal fans wouldn't be happy for that. I think a lot of Arsenal fans think they're going to title challenge, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, and I think no chance. We're in third place, we've got Man United, and I think Man United, I don't think this is an amazing season for them, but I think they've made some decent signings. Onana's going to improve them dramatically. Højlund, obviously, even though he's a big risk, he might not even be that good. It's better than having no striker at all. You know, Rashford can go back to the left. Sancho's looking good in pre-season. And obviously, this Mason Mount, I don't think he's going to be that good, but he'll be an alright squad player, you know what I mean? And then it looks like they're getting in Amrabat and Toledo. And I think, you know, they've just improved their starting lineup quite a lot, and they've improved their squad dramatically. So yeah, I think Man United are going to be third. Second place, I think we've got Liverpool, and even though it looks like we're not going to Caicedo, I still think we're going to strengthen. But even if we didn't strengthen, I think that we've strengthened enough in midfield to make significant improvements. And you know, I think Klopp, with his new system, he's found a system that's really working. I think that we're going to do some damage, and I think we could. It's not going to be like a second West City, like 15 points clear. I think it's going to be, you know, between 0 and 5 points, the gap, 1 and 5 points, the gap between us, and I think we are going to challenge. But first, I think obviously Man City, you know, they've not improved dramatically. Gvardiol's a good signing. They've lost a couple of players, but it's just City, you know. I mean, they've already got such a good core to that team, you know. Ederson, Rodri, De Bruyne, Haaland, you just can never count them out. And I think no matter what, you know, these days City are always favourites to win the league. But yeah, I think we're in for a very good season. I think, you know, there's going to be a lot of twists and turns in the top four race, particularly. Obviously, the title race, I think, will be close between City and Chelsea, and I think City and Liverpool. And I think from third all the way to fifth, I don't think Newcastle will really be in the top four race. I think they'll all be interchanged, and I think going on the last day, they'll still be top four places up for grabs. We're going to do relegation as well. Relegation, we're going for bottom, Luton. Second bottom, Nottingham Forest, and 18th we're going with Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth, I don't know why they sacked Gary O'Neill. I think a lot of a lot of clubs that have just come up, they expect too much, you know. Gary O'Neill did an amazing job. Like, what do Bournemouth expect? Bournemouth expect to be pushing for Europe. You can't do that until you're a solidified Premier League team. You know, Bournemouth have only been in the Premier League now for one season. And as for Forest, I think Forest really rode their luck last season. And I think that the squad is not really, you know, they've got big names, but I don't think it's just enough to keep them up. And I feel like this season they will go down. Steve Cooper could be sacked. I think first manager sacked, I would imagine. And Luton, nobody expects them to stay up, you know. A lot of people have been saying, no, they're not going to get relegated. I think they will. The squad is just very poor, and I think they're preparing themselves for even the next season in the Championship just to come up. And that's, if you're a Luton fan, that's fair enough. You want to, you know, maybe just, you know, not have an awful season, you know, maybe get a couple good away wins, a couple of good memories, then come back up the next season even stronger, and just be a yo-yo team until you can do, you know, a Fulham and, you know, have a very good season and, you know, stay in the Premier League and build from there. Top scorer, I'm actually going to go for Mohamed Salah. I think Salah's got a lot to prove this season. Last season, every season, Mohamed Salah's amazing. But I just think, especially with Trent in that double pivot now, playing more advanced, he's going to be feeding balls to Salah. And I think, yeah, Salah will be the top goal scorer. And player of the year, I'm going to go for Kevin De Bruyne. I don't think he'll deserve it. I bet you what will happen, as we've seen a lot of times when De Bruyne's win Player of the Year, he doesn't deserve it, but he still gets it. I think Salah probably will deserve to win it, but I can imagine they'll just give it to De Bruyne because I think City will win the league. De Bruyne will get 10 goals, 10 assists maybe, and they'll just give it to him. But yeah, they're my last-minute predictions for the season. We'll come back to this later on in the year in May, and we're going to review them and see how we've got done. But yeah, thank you for watching. Eze Talk Sports.